Hello everyone, and welcome to today's iRacing video. Fresh off the bat, we're just going to address the massive elephant in the room. Tried to force my way through the week of racing, tail end of last week at Spa, whilst I was feeling really under the weather after the live stream we did on Sunday, and just couldn't string a good race together. I tried 3 or 4 times, had absolutely horrible results, and as a result we've dropped under the safety barrier. We were downgraded back to B, so all the work to do again, guys. So if you do enjoy the video, consider giving it a like, subscribing, checking out my Twitter in the description down below. Hit that notification bell to keep you up to date on when we go live or when new videos goes up. But
the track temp is 19 Celsius, the air temp is 18 Celsius.
All to do here in this VRS GT Sprint race at the Red Bull Ring. First time you would have seen the Red Bull Ring on the channel.
Follow car number 24.
So, yeah. It's not a full formation lap around here. It's just the final left, right, and then double right-hander to get you onto the pit straight. So, not really too focused on I rating, more just want to focus on rebolstering up that safety rating, getting us back up to where we should be in A class. But if we can have a positive I rating increase as well, that would be good as well.
Go, go, go.
On your right. Right side.
Yellow flag.
On your right. Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. You're in the middle. Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
Nice one, Oliver. Good start.
I saw my life flash before my eyes there. Inside of the track. All those 2 BMs split me down the middle. It's like, oh, here we go. I'm going to get sandwiched and it's going to be race. Dunzo.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Either want that Lambo to clear me, or for me to clear that Lambo.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there.
Go on, let's make
Still
it 3
there.
wide.
Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
Diego.
Patterson is now in the lead. 17th place.
17th or 14th? Or 15th? Or 16th? What are we going with, game? Lucky to avoid the death there. Anytime I see a yellow flag, I feel like it's going to be me that gets the short end of the straw, because it usually always is. No matter how, like if I go overly cautious, I get run into the back by someone, or if I just go stuff it and get through, 9 times out of 10, I'll get cleaned up either by invisible physics or by getting very unlucky.
The leader has just done a 129.78. The leader's just done a 130.15. P15.
I'm not a fan of that crap. Just make the overtake happen, bud. Come on.
Right side. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Clear right. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
One thing that does kind of get a little bit old is when you are trying to progress and give racing room, and then you just have people that are like, oh yeah, I'm going to make my problem your problem. I've touched on it a few times, but it really does suck, because it just means, oh, I'm just going to race overly cautious and preserve myself, because that's all I need to do to have a strong result, instead of just being like, oh, I want to physically be faster than the other people I'm racing against.
P17. That lap was at 132.74.
Running the highest level of downforce in this, just for a little bit of stability in the car through those.
Okay, Oliver.
The cornering section of the track.
Will open after 19 minutes and closes after 30 minutes.
Just hoping, if I can keep my nose clean, enough cars will implode. Because I have noticed that a lot of guys don't really know how to race on tracks like these. There's a lot of give and take, and a lot of people just know how to take and not really give.
Front is now 0.8.
It's very respectful of Espen to kind of just stay out of the way of everyone as he came back onto the track. Make sure he didn't end anyone's races. I did see a car off to my right spun round as well.
P15. Your last lap time was at 131.21. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
Minutes down, 34 to go. Slow out of there. The only good thing is if cars do go off track here, there's a fair bit of runoff, so the likelihood of having a car, watch my words very wisely. Chances of having a car shooting across the track in front of you on as you would on like a tight, twisty road circuit are less likely. Still not impossible, but less likely.
Leader has just done.
I'm going to enjoy sitting behind
6-1.
these two cars, because I've had a few races with Aircraft and I don't really like his racing style. But that being said, I don't really like Elo's racing style either, so it'll be interesting to see who wins that fight over who can be my least favourite driver in a chase.
B13, the lap time was at 131.59.
The downside of having early incidents, although coming from P20 you have a chance to profit from it and climb the order, I find that this field becomes very spread out and it does become a little bit boring.
The
However,
gap behind is now 0.8.
because we came back from so far in being 20th on the grid, I think it was, it means that the racing is still somewhat exciting. Like we've climbed 7 positions, which is a good increase so far off the first 6 laps, but it still means that there's a fair few cars ahead of us, so there's still plenty of cars to race against should we get the opportunity to. Good job getting on your brakes, mate. Just stops you from rolling into the path of another car, ending their race. I wouldn't recommend going side by side into that one.
Yellow flag, caution.
Not to slam it up the inside here. Focus on living. Especially if he's a quicker car, he's going to be pretty eager to get past these next few cars, get back to the position fighting for where he was. But I only think he may have been the car either in that pack just ahead or between this pack ahead of us and them. Because I saw that yellow flag get flown pretty well as we approached that corner.
Okay, Oliver, don't let this guy distract you.
I'm not too concerned about Remco. I've raced against him a few times. I feel like I'm starting to go around him at this track. And the only reason we're in danger at this very second was because I decided not to get into a fight with Mark in the Porsche ahead. And kind of lifted off down that main straight. Out of there, but still slightly slower than Remco. I felt the back of the car starting to get a little bit unloaded, so one thing I can appreciate about Remco, instead of slamming it up the inside there, having a real sloppy move, he came down on the brakes, set himself up for this next corner, which is making the move far easier for himself. That's it. I'm not going to obviously
keep pushing. We might get him back.
Get behind us overtaking me, but I'd rather him overtake me than him punt me off and ruin my race. I find it far more appealing. Also, if Remco does get associated with those guys there, it just means there's an opportunity for us to get dragged along with them and potentially get up 4 places, which would put us in the top 10. Taking that much in a curb, so I'm pretty sure you can get stitched up with a 1 second slowdown penalty.
13th place, that was 131.93.
I wonder if after this race, should I run this track again, if I potentially switch to the moderate levels of downforce, just to see that now that I know the quirks of the track and the light braking areas and weight transfers, I could potentially extract a little bit more lap time by trimming off some of the downforce.
behind is now 2.2.
Cool, that's slowly increasing, which is good. Still plenty of racing to go on too. Feeling a little bit, still have a little tickly throat. So if I don't talk as much, it's just because my throat is ever so slightly
You've just
still
done
a bit sore.
131.62.
Still trying to be somewhat entertaining, but I wanted to get back behind the grid today because it took about 2-3 days off after I got relegated. Haven't really touched it, but just wanted to focus on feeling better.
Okay, Oliver, you've got half your fuel left.
That was that yellow and white Porsche, I'm pretty sure. Must have just outbraked himself and gone on straight.
That lap was a 131.36.
So realistically, these gaggle of cars up ahead of us, 1, 2, 3, 4,
the gap
5, 6 cars.
It's now about 3.7.
Realistically, if they do get into a heated battle, we can very easily get dragged into it because you start hemorrhaging lap time if you don't battle correctly. Like if you're taking attack moves as often as you can really start to hemorrhage lap time. It was Eli in that Ferrari, and he was quick, there's no two ways about it, so we might find that he'll dispatch of Drawart pretty quick, and then he'll be back onto hunting us down and getting past us. If that is the case and he gets up to the back of us, I'm going to let him straight through, only because I don't want to risk getting into a fight with him and having my safety rating tank any further than it already has. My objective is to get back onto the grind and get my safety rating back up and try not to wait for last race of the season to get promoted. I want to try to do it on my own merit. Getting that 4.0 safety rating, I think it's a good ambition to have just in general.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Just need to be consistently faster.
The gap to Rene behind is now 3.9.
Rene could also do me a solid and take Eli out. This feeling is generous. Is that generous? Yes. Turning in too early today, I've got to try going ever so slightly deeper.
The gap in front has increased to 6.1.
hope Eli
Just
didn't
done a
kill Renee.
132.28. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace.
I hope Eli didn't kill Renee because it's gone completely. Not on the relative and not on the standings. So it's dropped down a fair bit further. Gap of 3 seconds, 3.5, and the way Eli's lapping almost a second a lap quicker than us, if not a full second a lap quicker than us. I'm sure he'll be onto the back of us in about 2-3 laps, which won't be when we pit, so like there's no chance we can just avoid it. Unless he makes a monumental mistake and hemorrhages time to us. When he's left on his own, he doesn't really do, from what I can tell. I'm going to have a look when we come through if there's in the pits or potentially pitted early, which is also possible because the pit window opens like at 17-18 minutes here.
Nice and smooth, don't overdrive the car. That's 20 minutes to go. Okay, Oliver, we're at the halfway point. We estimate 9 minutes of fuel remaining. The gap behind is now 2.8. You're a second off the pace in Sector 3.
Didn't see Renee in the pit, so I think potentially just an early pit stop. Goes onto the back of Rutger, who is kind of in the slipstream of Mark ahead of him, but it has been that way for a little while already.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
There we go, that didn't last long. Henrik and Remco.
The car in front of us is now Anderson.
I kind of touched on. It kind of sucks when people do that because I'm going to put the blame on Remco, but without obviously seeing the facts. But very coincidental that the mistake happened once Henrik got to him.
10th position. That lap time was 1:31.41.
Henrik's left. So that's a position gain for us. So I think we are in a net 11th position. It'll just be interesting to see where Remco comes out. I wonder if potentially he got shown the meatball flag or something like that. I don't think he would have been lapping all that quick if he had. But caught up onto the back of me now.
The gap behind has now decreased to 1.1.
Let's just hope that he didn't punt Renee and he doesn't intend to do the same with me. Hopefully if he gets past me, he just does so cleanly. See, I'm really hemorrhaging time at the on the straights, and you can only be so aggressive around this track. So look, the cars only have so much mechanical grip. also think I'm not being as aggressive as I can be on the brakes into that corner. Just tempted to almost just let him through.
It's gone. Mate.
End it. And that's why you want to be running that little bit more downforce, that little bit more stability in the rear of the car. Keeps it glued to the road.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 8.4 seconds.
We've also got Cow in this race as well. I can see him, he's 2 spots ahead of us. So maybe he's made a slight bit of a mistake.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
A gaggle of 4 cars on the lead lap.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Ahead of Remco. Jostling for positions. So we might get dragged into that one. Oh, sorry, one of them's a back marker. I apologise. I didn't see Smirnov. What I just need to focus on is not letting anything line up, slip away from me. I've got a very strong gap to the car behind, as well as a sizable gap to the car ahead. Let's just maintain it. If they make a mistake and have impact, I'm sure that we will capitalise on it. But I don't want to jeopardise a 10th place.
The car in front is pitting.
Don't jump off the map. I hope he hasn't.
The lap time was at 1:31.48.
Hasn't left or been.
Okay, Oliver. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Well, Espen's lapping in at 29 now.
Front is now 7.7.
We are slowly looking for it down 3 tenths in that first sector there.
The gap behind is now 7.2 seconds.
Now 7th. I'd be curious to see what's going on with all of that, whether it's the pit stops messing around with people's positioning or whether people have like exited due to incident.
Running on fumes, mate. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. Okay, Oliver. Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits. Apexes and exits. P8.
From that corner, just absolutely walked away. Espen Lodstad is catching the rate of knots. I don't know how to lap in the 30s or the 31s, let alone lap in the 29s. So if he does come onto the back of me, which if he's lapping like that all the time, I'm sure it will only be a few laps after this pit stop. I'm just going to mosey on through. Wilma also could have an Eli effect where
2 litres left.
where he pins it directly behind me.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I've got to go in the pits.
Look out for the pit speed limit. The pit lane speed limit is
25
60
litres going in, so we're a little bit hungrier.
We'll fuel you to the end of the race. The car behind's pitting.
Matteo's the only car I've seen so far, like that's on that lead lap ahead of us. I thought I saw Takal's name for a second there. I might have been wrong.
All clear on pit exit.
Pretty
You can
sure
push now.
we also jumped Mark in the pits, so he may have either been serving a penalty or mandatory damage.
The leader's pitting now. Okay, Oliver. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
No damage, 0x, which is great. Let's just keep our head screwed on and we'll have a strong result there. We also have a few cars ahead that haven't pitted yet, but that's not our concern right now. Our concern is the next 9 minutes and 45 seconds. I wonder if Espen underfueled potentially. He cut that gap down a fair bit considering. Eli as well is behind Espen as well, so the only potential is if Eli
The car ahead's pitting.
is considerably quicker than Espen, which I don't think he is, they might battle and give me a breather. Saki Uniten is there. Head screw back on, mate. 7 minutes and 9 and 50 seconds to go.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's
No,
now
the second away.
0.0 seconds.
Give me a break, man. Looks like the Merc or the BM, I'm not too sure. But either or, he's catching me very fucking quickly. Very freaking quickly. Happening here on the straights without a doubt. Let's see how hard we can potentially make it.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Car left. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line, clear left.
Just have to do this for another like 6.5 minutes. No biggie. I thought, oh, this corner will feel like the sweeping left-hander at Spa from last week.
Hold your nerve. Make them do the work.
It doesn't at all, I'll have you know. Like, it doesn't feel like that in the slightest. We're going to have to get this one
Still
up.
there, clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left, on your left. Hold your line.
Oh, wow, that was good racing. He's going to have me
Still
here
there,
for sure.
clear
on the
left.
straight. Yeah.
8th place.
So 3 seconds back to Espen at Eli now. I don't want to let Eli through.
Okay, Oliver, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Now the leader's got a 14-second gap. I do know that I'm way too shallow through there.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 22 Celsius. The gap in front has increased to 1.6 seconds. P9. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.43 off the pace. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Exit speed that it compromises you so much on. I also need to remember after this race to reallocate the white flag location because I did a bit of a drive cleanup and on my computer to try free up some space, and it reset all my config for everything, not just my how my screen visibly looks, but physically, like
The car behind is catching. The gap's now
lines, force
1.2.
feedback settings, everything. So, without making excuses, I also feel that that contributed to lackluster performances. Probably been one of the first races where where the steering and everything has properly felt spot on. But I'm still being very cautious with it all because it's still the braking is what stresses me out.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm not concerned about the fuel, thank you though. flag. Please tell me that this is the white flag. Come on, man. Honestly, and he's probably going to get this bloody position too now.
Sector 3 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
This one isn't the white one. What a dumbass.
On your left. Clear left. Left side.
I mean, when in doubt, crash him out.
Hold your line.
Just apply
Clear left. Left side.
Lewis Hamilton
Clear left.
thinking for everything.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
I believe I got a stupid 4X for that, but I guess should hopefully still be a very strong result.
One more lap to go. Your last lap time was 1:32.37. We're running on fumes, mate. That's good consistency.
Right side.
Got me out of place here.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Bad luck, mate.
On your left. Clear left.
Yeah, but I can still be happy with this result.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Good result. No, 10th place. Had a
Okay,
10.
that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
We're able to claw back 10 spots after starting P20, which is a good result. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to pull it up here, and then we'll jump on into the results. Alright, guys, let's quickly jump on into the results. So, bottom split, 1576 strength of field. With the 5 incident points we had an increase of 0.2, so slowly climbing back up there. With the solid 10th place we had an increase of 36 to our I rating, so we're up to 1.57k, which is good. Guys, we just need to slowly claw our way back up and get back towards A class, which is what I'm kind of hungry for at the moment. I'm not too focused on this number, I'm more focused on this. That's why I'm a little bit annoyed with what happened there with Eli at the end. But anyway, we had a strong result. Happy with that, starting P20 to get all the way up to P10, which was good. Kept our nose out of trouble for most of it. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, please consider giving a like, subscribing, checking out my Twitter in the description down below. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next one.